আমরা চলে আসলাম এডিটোরিয়াল ডেইলি সানের বলতেছে যে স্মল মিডিয়াম এন্টারপ্রাইজেস অ্যান্ড মিসড ইকোনমিক অপরচুনিটি নিয়ে কথাবার্তা বলবে এই এডিটোরিয়ালে চলে যায় লেটস গেট ইনটু ইট স্মল অ্যান্ড মিডিয়াম এন্টারপ্রাইজেস SMEs are rightly described as the backbone of our national economy. They make up more than 90% of industries and employ over 11 million people. Yet, their contribution to national output is only 28%, barely half of what SMEs account for in Sri Lanka, Vietnam, or Cambodia, as stated by industry insiders during a discussion organized by the Dhaka Chamber of Commerce and Industry on Monday. This striking disparity cannot be ignored. It is not that Bangladeshi entrepreneurs lack creativity or resilience. Rather, it is the weight of persistent structural and policy barriers that keeps this vital sector from realizing its true potential. Finance remains the most pressing challenge. Few SMEs get formal loans, so their source of funds include family, informal lenders, or unscrupulous money lenders. Banks generally prefer to go to the big corporates, saying there is no collateral and credit risk, and not willing to acknowledge the discipline of repayment and dynamism that the SMEs have been demonstrating. Apart from finance, infrastructural bottlenecks, outdated technology, and poor integration into global value chains add fuel to the fire. The problem is that while many enterprises find it difficult to comply with international standards, lack brand power, and have limited exposure to foreign markets, this ultimately diminishes their export potential and threats their local farmers. By the way, imported substitution. Bangladesh cannot afford such neglect. For export diversification, sustainable job generation, and a smooth transition into middle income country status, Bangladesh must place emphasis on SMEs, so economic policy has to give this sector top priority now. This impatience for action must be translated into several directions. Financing needs to be made more accessible and flexible with warranty schemes that work for well, refinancing windows at low costs, and some foreign innovative ideas like venture capital and crowdfunding. The capacity building aspects is equally important. Entrepreneurs must have training in an organized fashion on digital technologies, market development, and compliance. Meanwhile, workers are to be given skills that will increase productivity. Government agencies, banks, and trade bodies must not work in isolation, but rather in concert to carry out this intervention. At the policy level, a coherent, forward-looking SME framework is long overdue. At the policy level, a coherent, forward-looking SME framework is long overdue. The curating of existing strategies, eradicating bureaucratic hurdles, and strengthening institutional support must go hand in hand. Also, industrial park and cluster schemes for SMEs should be extended to keep down operational costs. Above all, the state must treat SMEs not as peripheral actors but as central drivers of development.